Alright, think we got everything working. I was having a little trouble with volume, or game volume, with another game. I hadn't changed any settings, so I don't think it's affecting this one, but hopefully everything seems to be okay. Anyway, this is Duranu. Welcome back to Disco Elysium. We had just listened to a tape contradicting, I forgot her name. Our victim story. So we've got the Hardys saying that she was sexually assaulted. And then she was saying that she actually had a, that the guy was actually her lover, and that there wasn't an actual assault, although they were always drugged all the time. And then a tape that then possibly, it's a little chopped up. You know, I'll have to refer back to the last video. But could confirm the Hardy story. It's really odd. But anyway, we'll get right back to it. Just finished listening to her. Or, I mean, I'm sorry, just listening to the tape. Not exactly sure where to go at this point, except maybe I think we're going to talk to her again and ask her about what's going on with this recording. And it is currently 5:16, so I think downstairs is filling up a little bit. Looks like we got some good volume, so I'm going to go ahead and head back to her for some more questioning. It'll be another relaxed game. I've been enjoying this a lot so far. So much detail, so much story in this. And I'm kind of curious, if I have no idea how far I am actually in the game. So I have no clue whether I'm like even midway, towards the end, or still very much in the beginning. But I'm actually already eager to do a second playthrough at some point. Whether I stream that or not, I don't know. But just to see how things might change. I don't know if the story itself changes, but obviously the way I go about trying to solve the mystery might change. And that'll just be interesting in its own to see.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Okay, let's see. Let's talk more about this assault. Or no, okay, here you are. Titus Hardy gave us a recording where the deceased states his intention to commit rape.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table.
I'll drop that down just a little bit. It's coming up loud in my ears, so I don't know how it is with you guys.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
Yeah, this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Actually, those were the exact words he did use, if I remember the tape.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoy style?
Oh, Kohoy
He
was
wasn't
definitely mentioned.
actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoy. It wasn't his everything.
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
coping mechanism?
Running joke. I
Ah,
was
okay.
gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that.
Lelies?
He was like the Seminese conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezud all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani's ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
Weren't you afraid?
Afraid of what? That tape the Hardy Boys recorded? Your mother probably never told you this, but girls are evil. Had I the physical robustness and social support, I'd be in Kohoi. I would be tearing it up Soldier of the Apocalypse style.
She wouldn't. She doesn't have the full schmin in her.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She seems okay to talk about it.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat. Oranje? Oranje's map of waterways? This fits with his tattoo.
Yeah.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was Occidental, not Mondial. I'll update the form.
Okay, so both?
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrek. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
Sex, alcohol, no love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing.
No. He left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind. He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot.
I don't seem like much of a patriot yourself. I'm gonna go with that.
Mm-hmm. There is nothing on Moindi. The old, old world is dead, and we both knew it. Maybe Oranje did bring us together. In loathing. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too. He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Uh-huh. I thought so. I was gonna say, I pegged his age.
Points aren't good. Have one, you old dog,
Ow.
before we all die.
Wait, did I get healed or did I get hurt? Not gonna mention it.
The young woman looks at you, then the lieutenant, then you.
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth.
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes,
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember.
it was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
About the tattoo.
Oh, that. Sure, waterways. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though. How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Orani's lit?
Don't interrupt.
He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them. Oh yeah.
Hmm.
No thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people on the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
I'm gonna remain, I like to say respectful.
Change of topic, perhaps?
Yeah. Toxicology report.
A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates,
I was afraid so.
amphetamine, sildenafil.
That might not tell us anything.
How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I could do it
Excuse
for
me?
half of that. Save you some money, make some myself.
It's quite expensive, miss. But we'll manage without your help for now.
I'm not gonna brush on the communism bit. We finish with this line of questioning.
All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
I don't know if there's anything further I can talk
Not
to her
my
about the
favorite
assault.
topic.
Yeah.
How about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
I think we've gone through everything I can, so.
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42? Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of morality. He was 42 years old? How old are you? That's
Oh,
where
boy.
this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them.
Huh? How old? 58?
Oh, that's really old. Really?
You asked.
Oh, maybe you're wrong.
He was deceased. He had been decomposing for a week.
There's silence, then a little more.
Sure, you're 42. Let's go.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements. To the laboratorium.
Oh, another thought thing. I don't think... Can I unlock another one yet? I don't think I can unlock one. Date of birth generator? Okay, I still got... yeah, I've got a few I think I can internalize that I haven't yet. Kingdom of Conscience, but I can't... unless I forget... No, I can't forget these, can I? I guess they're locked in. I still have plenty to go from the looks of it, so... I mean, just judging by this alone... It almost seems like I'm still at the beginning of this whole thing. Which is really cool. And kind of weird considering it seems like I've got a lot of information already. Okay, well... I think it's back to the Hardy Boys. Going back and forth between these two. And just unlocking a crap load of info. I don't even know if this is all... I mean, it seems like a lot to me. But it very well could be very little. Ooh. Empty can of pop. Needed to wet my whistle. Alright, back to the Hardys. Should still be downstairs, I think. Place is jumping a bit. Time flew a little faster than I thought for the day in the game. Now they're still all there. Hey, you.
It's you again. What is it?
Okay, so talk to Claire. That's her name. Although I can't remember how to pronounce it.
And
He tenses immediately. Chest tightens. Jaw sets. Ready for another blow.
that fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you.
Yeah.
It was at her.
It was dark stuff, but it didn't prove anything and it didn't change her mind. Locker room talk was bad. Honestly, I expected it to have more effect. She pretty much laughed it off.
Fucking fuckity fucker. And what did she say then? That it's fine. People are supposed to be like that.
Actually, I think it made her a little nostalgic.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny. No good goddamn psycho.
You're weird.
Seems like they wanted to give Klasia a second chance to play along. She still didn't.
So why? I'm still trying to figure that out.
All right. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
Oh, yeah.
Okie dokie. This is just perfect. Just fucking
Oh, new skill point.
perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
Okay, before I go on, let's see what I can do with that new skill point. I'm going to see if I can unlock another one yet. But before that... Oh, odd. All the points that I had before were colored in, but not anymore. Okay, so it looks like max is five levels up on a... Oh, some of these have lower... Oh, yeah, I forgot. The maxes are changed depending on how many... What my base skill is. Wow, I completely forgot about that. Let's see here. Physical instrument pain threshold. Take the blows, hand-eye coordination. Interfacing. Composure. Trying to think of what may assist me again on this. Play the actual lie, detect lies. Could possibly increase that, especially when it comes to detecting lies. I kind of want to lean my character towards the more intellectual. I think if I run this game again, I want to see what it's like if I go the bruiser route. Or like big dumb guy. No, I'm gonna go with drama. Level that up. So I do want to see if I can detect lies a little easier. Let's accept that. And then I'm gonna look back at this and see if I can unlock. No, still can't unlock. I wonder what causes this to unlock. If it's just levels or if there's another thing entirely. Okay, well, back to the conversation I was having with Titus.
You don't have to say everything out loud.
Hey,
Just mix and
Zexamorphous.
match.
Oh, I was looking at, like, at what point these unlock. If it's just a matter of, you know, gaining levels, or if there's another trigger that would unlock that allows me to unlock these. I'm guessing it's just how, you know, the levels I go through in game. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They're not very. They don't give you a whole lot of information to start. There was a lot of learning involved, and still learning when I started this. But welcome. Nice to see you again. Glad you could make it. Where was I? Okay, you don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match. Okay, so he's obviously upset with her. I think he had a lie plan, but she didn't play along. I'm gonna go with this. I mean, it's almost obvious to me they had a lie planned. She's just not being the patsy.
I ask for your opinion, not a bedtime story. Tell it to your grandma.
And this tape was the last chance for her to do what was planned.
But she didn't. She knows she can't lie to us, unlike you.
Fantastic. So now, you remember how to do your job. I'm so sick of this piss. We should get something harder in here.
Yeah, guys, we should get a party going tonight.
I don't like the sounds of this. I just realized they still have that goofy face. I wonder if that goofy face, if that's my normal pick or it's because I have that look frozen on me. Somebody had mentioned that before. And if there's another character illustration that doesn't have the goofy grin on it, that's another thing I might have to look at if I do another playthrough.
Why?
Maybe not then.
Wait, what? Okay.
Success. They admitted to unlawful collaboration to derail the investigation.
Oh, I tried to remove the grin before. It failed. I'm fine with leaving it. It's just a thought that entered my head. Enough electrochem. I figured. I'm actually trying to stay away from the drugs. There's so many things I want to do with another playthrough. I'm not sure where I'm even at with this game, so it's still you know, far in the future. Let's see. Maybe she isn't who you thought she was.
Nah. I know her. She's just a girl. in over her head. Handled him. She got into some stupid shit with that guy. Shit we had to take care of.
Oh, really? I can cut the mutton chops. I don't know. That's a very distinguished detective look.
Yes, yes, we heard all about it, and the fact still stands. You were more disturbed by the tape than her.
Oh no, it's fine. No spoilers. I kind of want to see how this goes on my own. Obviously, if I wrap this game up eventually, I'm gonna try again and see where it takes me and see if there's anything new I can discover. But I want this playthrough to be like, or this first playthrough to be pretty much as, I guess you could say, as pristine as I can. After the first playthrough, if I stream it again, the sky's the limit then. Okay, girl, before you were more disturbed by the tape than her. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up at this point.
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent. The man is slowing down. Looks like a bad blood sugar crash. He can't keep track of all the variables anymore. Who could? It's getting harder and harder to perform one's part in this sordid play. All it takes is a nudge.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot.
Nice
I
average
know
of
you're
30.
tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
Okay, so about an average of 30. Oh, this is gonna be going for a while. Then, if that's the case, I'm barely over a third. I mean, if we're just going on time, and I know I've been particularly slow, but if we're just going on time, I'm just guessing then probably about a third of the way done, which is not much. And at least it's not much as I thought.
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck off!"
Those guys got some massive issues.
This is the petulant rage of someone who's at the end of their wits.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't even crossed the bridge yet. I mean, it's still technically Tuesday night, 6:03, day 2. And that bridge isn't even going to be repaired until Wednesday? If I remember correctly?
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
Gart's redeeming himself in my eyes a little bit.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
Okay, so I got a good chance. Oh, even. My rolls have been shit. That's about all I can do.
Klasi is playing them like a fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played,
Damn.
and they'll tell you the truth. There are many ways to go about it. All of them really good.
Let's see. Play an imaginary fiddle. You know, I'm gonna do that. Might unsettle him.
No, we fucking ain't, asshole. No one's fiddling anyone in here.
No, Glenn. I want to hear this. Who do you think is fucking fiddling me?
Wait, what? The hunter becomes the hunter? What do you think? Yeah. Let's see if I can keep him off balance this way.
I think you're losing it, Fiddleman.
No. No. This fucking clown is trying to get to me. This ain't gonna work with Titus Hardy.
He's a little sharper than I thought.
Put
Or
the
just
fiddle
bullheaded.
down, or walk away. It's that simple.
He'll put the fiddle down. Put it down, officer.
I do not
Ouch.
understand. This fiddle play totally fell apart. The concept was solid, but the delivery tragically off. You sounded like a madman, not a cop.
Damn. Okay. Well, that sucked. That's locked. The skill points to rhetoric to open this white check. Huh. All right. Well, thanks to my amazing rolling. Freaking hate these checks sometimes. I just have the worst luck with dice rolls. Even with regular tabletop dice, I have the worst luck. Heck, I could get fixed dice and I would still have worse luck. Okay, so that has me at a point where, to be quite honest, I'm not sure where I can go now. Let's talk to her one more time, see if she has
I've got
anything
nothing
else.
to say to you.
Oh,
Why
that
are
answered
you
my
wasting
question.
your time?
Okay. And we can't go across the bridge yet. That's not going to be possible until tomorrow. I wonder if I can push the mercenary for a little bit more information. And then there's also Everard. I don't know if that might have given me new avenues to check with him.
Right to work!
Well, I didn't want to open that one. I'm gonna wait on that. Let's check with Everard. It's becoming nighttime. Oops, wrong way. Everard's been pretty good with opening new lines of communique, so it's either do that or I might end up have to pass some time. Although I feel like if I try to pass time, it's like I'm missing something. Like I haven't done enough. I suppose I'm gonna have to put more points into rhetoric if I want to try that check again. If that's even possible. I really should pay more attention to what checks are used a lot, because I haven't really done that, and I've been kind of putting points into how I see my character developing. In other words, I haven't really been trying to game it. Okay, let's talk to you again.
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Titus can be a handful sometimes. Now, what can Everard Clare do for you today?
Nothing new. I might as well clear this
Am
one
I
up.
going to ask? Hell, Harry. You spin-kicked my strongest man in the face. I saw it from my window. Would you ask a man like that how he got into your container yard?
But you don't have a window.
It was a figure of speech, Harry. Of course I don't have a window. I'm in a container. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it. Yes, my best men are tracking it down. Some kids saw some other kids running away with it. Some folks said a paranoid schizophrenic might have it. Leads are being checked, Harry. What's that, Harry? You're getting a little pale. Is it the words paranoid schizophrenic and lost gun in one sentence? Don't worry, it's just a lead. It'll probably turn out to be nothing.
Okay, so that didn't really open up anything. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what further choices I have. The guy that was at that one apartment building is not going to be back until tomorrow night, so I've got a full day before I can even talk to him yet. Hey, you know what? Let's see if he has anything new after having to speak to
hey,
Liz.
mister. I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting, just like we talked about before. I know you're probably a busy man being an important police officer and all, and personally, I think the more people keeping the peace, the better.
Okay, nothing new with him. And I haven't found any bottles. Okay, so we took care of the tape. Oh, was that container gone? Or no, it was up there. Never mind. Oh, no, it's right here. I'm dumb. Alright, there's still the mystery of that blue door. I don't know if that's anything I can... I know that some of these are probably locked behind certain events. And I'm beginning to wonder if it's just a point, or just a matter of me crossing over to the next day now. Because it feels like I did a lot for this, or on this second day. More than I even expected to. You know, was there anything further in here? I don't know if anything
The
would
file
change.
cabinet stands steady as out the drawer slides.
Okay, I'm not gonna even bother listening to that again. That was the phone.
The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you
Ah.
as you pick up the handset.
Let's try that again.
Your fingers run over
Oh,
the dial pad.
that's a hell of a success.
005.
I used that earlier.
That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952, and a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling. Still calling. Then
Video Revachol, 24-hour
Oh,
video
okay,
rental.
same number.
You rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lamy. How may I help you?
the voice of a youngster on the other end sounds as enthusiastic as that of a man walking towards the gallows.
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lamy.
Do you know me?
No. Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here. Maybe you call to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
My name is Harry Dubois. You have anything on my name?
Let me fire up the machine. Dubois. Here we are. You haven't rented anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November
The hell
46.
is that?
Whoa, not a fun film, that one. It's not an easy watch. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Ziemsk immigrant Egidius Wojcik tries to come to terms with the onset of dementia.
Ooh, okay.
No wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Maine.
On the corner of Voyager and Maine, a large neon sign hangs on the side of a building. Video Revachol, 24 hours. It's raining and there is almost no traffic on the street. A woman's footprints in the mud lead away from the front door. Tiny heels tiptoeing down the road. Beautiful steps, light-footed with a lifetime ahead of them. You look up and the air seems to grow darker. Suddenly you feel like you don't want to hear about video rentals anymore. You don't want to hear about any of it. It was all shit. It's over.
What was all shit?
It.
Okay. We're done. I'm not gonna feel sad, Kim. Not quite yet. Alright. Well, that was different. Let's see what else I can discover while I'm whiling away the time, basically. I could get a book. I haven't done that yet. I'm just really... I'm trying to be careful with the money I spend because I've got enough for, I think, 2 nights stay. And I don't know if I'll be able to acquire any more cash, to be quite honest. Let's see if anybody else has got more information. I'm just going to go about and, I guess, talk to people I've spoken to already. I'm sure somebody has to have a new line to open up.
Still hunched over the railing, her head swaying to the music. her eyes looking at nothing in particular.
Huh? What is it? What do you want?
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things.
You hear that, Lowman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Nothing. I just don't think she's connected to anything.
He doesn't want your frail mind caught up in something here. Something unconnected to the case. But connected to this woman tuning out like that.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best communers around. I drive routes no one else will. Lomonosov's Land, Udashnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain.
A terrible cold comes over her, rattling her teeth as she stares inward.
The Transcatalia Magistral. You for 1A. Adestradas du Mirador. All the good ones. The deep trenches. Where the bluebirds fly.
Okay.
Irmao.
I'll leave it at that.
I already am dust.
Alright, so nothing really new there. And I don't think I'm going to gain any more information from those things. Ooh, excuse me. Oh. Holy crap. That just came out of nowhere. COVID. Okay. Don't think this guy will have anything new for me.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
Let's see. That's locked. Yeah, I'm not going to beg him for cash. Nowhere with my gun yet. Nowhere with a badge as of yet. Nowhere with that guy's ball as of yet. I wonder if... Let's see over here. Yeah, that grate. It just has my curiosity, but I'm not seeing anything new with that either. You know what? Let's talk to Joyce. I wonder if there's anything new that I can relay to her and she might have some insight about. I'm so curious, why would Titus be pushing what's her name to basically lie?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Alright, nothing from her. Okay. This might be one of those points where I just have to pass some time, I guess. Just gonna check a few more things. Doo-doo-doo. I've missed so much before, just not being careful with looking around. I just almost feel like I'm taking way too much time looking around, but this is one of those games, when you think about it, you just gotta have to take your time. Alright, you know what? Let's check out some books. There might be something interesting. And I remember there was a map. I wonder if I could buy a map. There was that map I was looking at before, and I can't get back here. She's gonna stop me.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books.
Don't
you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
Getting really curious about that.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
It's tempting. I don't want to go into saving and then trying something like... I almost want it to remain a mystery until I do another run and actually decide to do it. Let's see here.
Several maps have been
maps.
attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
By a map.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available.
Ah.
The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
Oh boy.
They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Why is the one why so
That
cheap?
old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
I'm not gonna steal it from her. I've got cash.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
Oh, I never did take a look at this map either.
This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme, Ozon, Laurentide, Fas a la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white, disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you. Radiating outwards from you, the suzerain Revachol, with a radius of 80 kilometers, still the crown jewel of this Isola would be barely visible. You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu, on archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers, on Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas.
Is it just me, or do I want this dude's voice? Imagine playing a video game and having this voice as you play through, and it's a nice voice. Okay, distracted.
850 million people live on these little dots, an oceanic world of culture and commerce torn apart by history. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seo is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called. Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
Okay. Now, I think I'll go with... Actually, let's take a look at my inventory. I've got a map. I can interact
The
with
worn
it.
map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner. Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Cypar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North. Finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
Interesting. Oh, I still have this book, so... Can I interact with that? Yeah.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover. To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections: international development, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Let's read the editor's note. The only things I'm interested in, the editor's note and the local concerns.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée, unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel. La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union. They're probably bankrolling the thing.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you. Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dockworkers' strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First, we take Martinez. Then we take La Delta. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
I think that's a pretty good reason. It doesn't really have anything to do with me, to be quite honest, though.
The eternal problem, according to G. Martin, is that under capitalism, the worker is rendered incapable
Achievement
of
unlocked,
perceiving
unbelievably
their own
boring.
agency or lack thereof.
I don't know what that achievement means, but apparently I might be unbelievably boring. Oh well.
Thus, they tend to experience their own oppression as though it were happening to somebody else. Is that true? Have you felt estranged from your own self recently? You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
I think that's probably due to the fact that I've been very careful not to sway towards one thing or the other, and have been remaining pretty indifferent to when they ask highly political questions. So I think that's what that achievement might be playing at. I will check later. But it's interesting because I don't recall seeing too many achievements for this. Or I mean, I don't think I've hit too many achievements for this game at all. Not that I'm an achievement hunter by any means. Alright, let me check with... I'm kind of running out of people to check in on. Again, I might go ahead and... yeah, I might go ahead and pass the time after checking in with the pawn shop one last time for the day. I don't think he'll have anything
Hello
different.
again. How can I help you?
Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Okay. Well, you know what? How do I pass time? It mentioned something about reading a book to pass time. Do I that one book didn't really do it, unless it's literally passing time by going through all the information that's in the book itself. That could very well be it. It wouldn't surprise me. What about the bench here?
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
Okay, so I can't sit on the bench with him around. And I'm not seeing anything new there. I'm trying to think if there's anybody that I overlooked in regards to speaking, talking to. There's this guy. I don't think he's gonna have anything new.
Looking for something?
Nope, not really. I still have those the mystery door. Still have a lot of stuff I've got to find yet. You know, let's take another look at that door. I'm just literally running through different things, just trying to see if there's anything I missed. So I know it's not the most exciting playthrough in the world, but I've been keeping as much of the game play through a stream as possible, so otherwise I'd take care of a lot of this stuff off stream. Who is trying to call me? I don't know who you are. Go away. Oh, I should
The
speak to
man
Gart.
ponders his cooking
Actually, yeah. Nope, don't want to talk to you. Let's talk to Gart. Or Garte. I don't know how to pronounce these names.
Can I help you?
Oh, I could take care of the bill.
Got the 20 real?
Yeah.
Good.
I'll
You
take
got
care
the
of that
room
now.
for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
How could anyone forget, asshole?
Alright, so at least I got that taken care of. I don't have to worry about it. And I still have 20 to go for the next night. Because this is taking me a lot longer than I expected. Alright, you know what? With everything that he said about her, let's talk to her again. What's her name? Up on the roof. Because he was I'm actually... If anything, I'd be concerned for her safety even more now. Especially after those remarks. So I'll do one last chat with her. And we're actually nearing the 1 hour mark. So this might be the last thing I do for the night. I wonder if there's a way I can pass time. I might have to buy a book after all.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Okay, so she has... Well, you know, let's talk to her about her room again.
Yeah?
Where does that door lead? Oh, yeah.
You tell me, officer, when you've kicked it down. I've been wondering myself, but I'm light of foot. Not a good door kicker.
That window is new?
It is.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook.
All right.
Okay, that didn't reveal anything. Other than my possible need to kick that door down. Oops, wrong button. Let's return to that later. Okay, what I'm going to do is, because I've got dinner to attend to, unfortunately. Fortunately for me, because I'm hungry. But unfortunately for the game. So I'm going to go ahead and save now. I've got... Oh, these are all autosaves. Good God, that is a lot. Alright. I'm going to save that now, and then I'm just going to see if there's... This is not going to be so much gameplay as to see if there's a way to just advance time. And I remember reading something about the book. I thought the bench might have been it, but I was wrong there. No, go down the stairs. So now I just want to test that book thing. Or if it's, like I said, I mean, hopefully it's a way to actually advance time quickly in the game. And not just a matter of, oh, there's a lot to read, so you'll definitely pass time reading everything. Because now I'm really eager for the next day because of that bridge to cross. And also the smoking fellow we met at the apartment building. Since he won't be back until tomorrow night. one last check here. Oh, you know what? Did I check that last? Yeah, I did. Yeah, nothing to unlock. Now, there were some interesting books here, so I wonder if I buy a book.
The display rack is
$9.
brimming with worn paperbacks.
Ooh.
Featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai somewhere.
Okay. Another. I want to get some. If I'm going to read something, I want something interesting.
Colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages.
Board games.
A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Why have I not looked at this yet?
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinde, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Raubritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
They sound very fun.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family?
Do I have friends? Look at the lieutenant.
Are you actually friends? Or just colleagues thrown together by circumstance?
Yes, kids, friends, chicks, I have all those. No, I don't feel as if I have any kids.
Friends are technically like family. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
I have enough while still keeping enough for the next night's rent. It's just I'm worried about being able to make more money in here. Then again, with the possibility of the bridge opening up, there could be a hell of a lot of bottles I can nab. So I can't remember what some of these other books were about. Let's take a look here.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of spycraft and daring do.
I want to look through myself.
Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends.
Well, I mean, they're meant to be entertaining.
What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives.
Yeah, you know what? There was a point where I wanted to be a police officer, and it's things like this that actually turned me away from it. I mean, kudos to the men and women in blue that can handle that, but after some thought, I didn't think that was something I wanted to do. I mean, I really did want to be a cop, but coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives all the time, that's gotta be hard.
Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Sure thing, why not?
You see, Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the Murder House. The Final Case of Dick Mullen. An Obvious Lie. Dick Mullen in the Clock Tower. The Ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's Funeral Pyre. The Murder of Dick Mullen.
Oh, Dick Mullen dies?
Oh no. Turns out he fated to solve a case.
God damn it.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine detective, Dick Mullen.
I remember the name Dick Mullen from speaking... Oh, gosh, that autosaved. Was speaking of the precinct. Actually, right in the beginning, when they were making fun of me for having lost my badge. Okay. You know what? I could take forever going over this, but I do have dinner to get to. So I'm going to go ahead I'm going to... I know what autosave. I'll just leave it to autosave. I'm going to go ahead and head out for now. Do appreciate you joining me. Zexa, always awesome to see you in chat. And I'll continue again, if not tonight. I will continue tomorrow like usual. Gotta leave some time. Also want to do a little bit of gameplay with Evil Within. So I gotta make sure I can fit that in. And I'll be throwing these back up on YouTube as well. So again, if you haven't yet, subscribe to me there, and you can check out the other games that I've played. And that's pretty much about it. Hope to see you again soon. Hope you enjoyed, and I will talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.